how do you stop procrastinating? This is something that has been on the minds of many people throughout time, including myself. Because the thing is that procrastination gets in the way of productivity. And when it gets in the way of productivity, people can't get what they want or need to get done. Therefore, I'm making this video to teach you all some tips on how to stop procrastinating. 5 tips. So let's just get straight into it. So, before I get started though, the reason why people procrastinate is because they're afraid of the hardest part of the task that they're doing. Therefore, subconsciously, they think that avoiding doing the task will make them not have to do the task at all. So the thing is though, is that when people procrastinate, they only make the task harder for themselves because they have more time if they start earlier on. And that goes into my first point. My first point is that make a start, no matter how small the start is. If you're doing a YouTube video, make the thumbnail, right? Make the thumbnail, just try to film something. Even if you think it's bad, it might not even be bad. You might just think it's bad and, try to avoid doing it because you're afraid of the outcome. So don't be afraid of the outcome. That's another tip for procrastination, or to fight against procrastination, Because if someone's afraid of the outcome, then they could often be afraid to start. Because once they start, they think that they'll fail. But even just making an attempt, if they know they tried their best, that's what matters, right? Now, people might think that's a cheesy saying, but it's true. People trying their best is what matters. Failure is a part of success. That's the thing. And people trying their best, that is a success in and of itself. Because once people try, right, once people put the effort in, they know that they gave it their all. They know that they gave it their all and they took measures to get what they wanted. And if they fail, so what? But the thing is that if people try their best, then they likely won't fail, right? If they take measures to get to where they want to go and they plan, right, and they don't procrastinate, they'll get there. Now, another tip is related to scheduling. So tell yourself you're going to do a task for a certain amount of time, and then you can schedule breaks, for instance. So let's say if you want to work on YouTube videos, right? Just as an example, you can do YouTube videos for 20 minutes and then maybe take a break for 5 minutes. That's just one example. You could do for 30 and 5, maybe 36 minutes, or 30 minutes working, 6 minutes break, whatever works for you. Just as long as you get done what you want or need to get done. And then you're good.
No.
Because once you tell yourself you're going to do that, it's like if you go at the start of the day and say, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do today, the plan is a lot rougher, right? And personally, I'm not someone who's too big on scheduling, but I've been trying to schedule more myself. At the start of the day, I think how my day is going to go, what I'm going to do that day, potentially what order I'm going to do the things in, and why I have to do those things, and when I'm going to do them. And as a result, I can get more things done because I have a plan in my mind. I have it mapped out already. And then you'll save time. And then once you get done what you set out to get done, you'll feel more confident, and then you'll get motivation from that, which in turn will lead you to procrastinate less because you actually want to do the things more because you have that confidence, or you can have an increased desire to, be productive because you're more confident and you believe that you can get it done and do good at it. So, budget how much you do in a day. Don't burn yourself out, and also don't do too little. It's a balance, right? Because some people, I'll say they need to increase their stamina, right? So to speak. Like for example, if someone's running and they get tired really easily, and they want to increase their stamina. They want to increase how long they can run for. It's the same thing with working. Through working more, you become more resilient and you're able to work for longer periods of time And as a result, you can get more done. You can work on your purpose, you can improve yourself. Like, for example, like cooking a healthy meal, like consistently doing that. People think that it's not always easy because maybe it's a bit more time consuming or a bit more expensive perhaps, but ultimately it'll be worth it, right? Because like if people put the work in and they get done what they need to get done, right? And eating clean is one example, then they'll feel better. And then they'll have more confidence and they'll procrastinate less. Now, eating healthy doesn't necessarily have to do with procrastination. It's just an example of doing something that might seem difficult or annoying to get something better. It's not necessarily related to procrastination, but doing something that you don't necessarily want to do in the present moment to benefit yourself in the future is related to procrastination. Or better yet, or more accurately, the avoidance of procrastination. Getting done what you need to get done in the present moment so that way you can relax later and feel good that you did what you need to do earlier on. So, let me just go through my notes here. Okay. Make it easy for you to focus and not be distracted. Now, let me explain what I mean. So let's say if someone knows that they're an avid social media user, right? Like they like to go to Instagram, they like to go to TikTok, whatever. There's many things that you can do to avoid that. Now, for instance, you can power your phone off, right? And I don't just mean turn it off. I mean like, like fully turn it off so that you need to like hold the power button for 5 seconds to turn it back on, right? And then all your applications are closed anyway. That's one thing you can do. This is what I've done personally, delete social media. I used to have Instagram and Snapchat. I don't have that anymore. Maybe I'll re-download Instagram in the future, but as of now, they're no benefit to me. So that's why I deleted it. And because, especially Snapchat, like I found myself just being on the apps and then I kind of step back and I'm like, what am I doing? This isn't helping me, right? Because I know that I'll feel better stepping away from that, getting rid of the brain fog that goes with being on those apps and getting what I need to get done, and that's not always easy to do, to just get up and work, right? And people won't always be motivated. People will still procrastinate and it's all good, but it's just about minimizing procrastination so that way you can continue to be productive. You can continue to get done what you need to get done or what you want to get done. So, basically, by increasing focus, there's some things that you can do as well. So you have to know yourself. When do you work best in the day? When do you work best in the day? Do you work best in the morning, midday, evening, perhaps like late evening? Now, late evening might not be too good because you might miss out on sleep. And by focusing on yourself, which is something very important, and taking care of yourself, it's important to think about when you're sleeping. So that might not always be viable. But if someone knows that they work more effectively later on, that's good. And by minimizing distractions and doing what you can do to focus, for example, like playing music, if that helps you, use it. If playing music hurts you, so to speak, or if it makes you procrastinate more because it distracts you and it takes you away from your task, then remove it, right? Even something like uninstalling Spotify, if that helps, like closing any other Google Chrome tabs that won't help you on your computer, or your phone perhaps, like closing like the social medias or deleting the social medias. Minimize the distractions and increase the things that will assist you in focusing. So, those are my tips, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. It's free and it helps your boy out a lot. And yeah, take care, man. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.